When we hear the name Polo, we think about one thing: a small car perfect for the city and very practical. But since 1975, when Volkswagen began its production, the car grew on and on every year until 2018, where the new Volkswagen Polo has more modern lines and a compact design. But we decided to make more videos, more than a simple test drive with the driving sensation of the new Volkswagen Polo. We decided to bring you with us in a series of focuses video about the technological features of the car and also the fuel consumption. So we suggest you to subscribe to the We Drive YouTube channel, link below, and to turn on the post notifications so you make sure you don't miss any of these videos. Before I talked about its bigger dimensions, in fact, if we have to do a comparison with the first-gen original Volkswagen Polo, we can notice that the actual car of today is no more the Polo. The Polo looks more like the little Golf maybe. The actual car is more like the Volkswagen Up, the city car. The dimensions of this Polo are about 4.05 meters long, 1.75 meters wide and 1.45 meters high. As I said, it is a little Polo, also thanks to the new family feeling from Volkswagen. It has more edgy and sharp designed headlights, a thin grille in the front with in the middle the VW badge, and also in the lower, more aggressive part it has the LED lights. Volkswagen designed this car in a more aggressive way with many lines, aerodynamic lines on the bonnet and on the side. Here on the side there's this huge aerodynamic detail that runs all the way to the back part, and also thanks to the 15 inches alloy wheels the car looks like a sports car, city car. The side aerodynamic line runs all the way to the back, where we can notice the redesigned, more square shaped tail lights. Optional, you can ask for LED tail lights. In the back we can also find the new, the usual Polo logo and the VW badge, which hides the car is closed, hides the handle for the boot. So we stuffed all of our gear in here, many bags, to let you understand the full capacity of the trunk. It is about 351 liters, and if you fold down the seats you can reach the full capacity of the car, which is 1125 liters. Now let's take a look at the interior of this car. It's easy to understand why the new Volkswagen Polo is a great first car for the young people. It has a little petrol engine with just 65 horsepower, but also many practical features and technological features inside. Inside, the seats are pretty comfortable. The driving position is comfortable as well, with the steering wheel with the classic conformation of the buttons. On the left there are the cruise control buttons and also the speed limiter, and on the right there are the media buttons with the phone calls, the music, the radio and so on. Behind the steering wheel there are the two circular dials with the rev counter and the odometers, with the display in the middle with many suggestions about a more safe and ecological and economical driving style. On the dash there's a huge painted line. In this particular Polo, given us by the dealership Volkswagen Zentrum Bari, which we are very thankful for, there's a huge painted line in grey, but you can ask for a paint like the outside color, maybe a more fun color, let's call it like that, maybe in orange. In the middle, on the piano black frame, there's the 8 inches infotainment screen. It has a good feedback, proximity sensors. Sadly, it hasn't the navigator, but you know, there's Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and also mirror links, so you can use the navigator of your phone. There's Bluetooth, SD reader, USB to USB ports, a 12V socket. Under this there's the wireless charging for your phone, for your smartphone, the air conditioning zone with the many buttons. In the back Also the seats are pretty comfortable for tall people like me, because there's many space for the head, also for the legs, thanks to the particular shape for the knees of the front seats. Sadly, there's a sad note for the back seats. There are no air vents nor any USB port, so you won't be able to charge your phone while sitting in the back. This particular VW Polo has the entry-level 1.0 3-cylinder MPI petrol engine with just 65 horsepower. It is a fair amount of horsepower for the first car of a young person, but you know, if you have to daily climb some hills, it's not so good because the car won't move at all. So for that reason, for this situation, we suggest you to purchase a car with a superior amount of power. You know, the 1.0 3-cylinder engine comes also with different horsepowers like 75, 85 and 95 horsepower. From 95 horsepower you can also choose the automatic double clutch automatic gearbox by Volkswagen, the DSG gearbox. In this one we have the 5-speed manual gearbox with a particularly short lever, which is pretty good because it feels like we are in a sports car. The performances are not so sportish though, because we have just 164 kph as a maximum speed, an acceleration from 0 to 60 of about 15.5 seconds, and just 95 newton meters of torque. The fuel consumptions though are pretty good, because as we registered in our test, link in the description and below, by Giuseppe and Enzo, they registered fuel consumptions of 18.3 kilometers per every single liter of petrol. So pretty good for this Polo. The driving comfort too is good, because the suspensions are pretty soft, as long as the steering wheel, the pedals and the gear lever, but they are not so soft, so stupidly soft. They at Volkswagen made it so soft for the comfort, and it feels comfortable because on the biggest bumps the car is pretty stable. But the comfort and the stability is not only given by the suspensions, but also thanks to the new platform of the VW Polo, which is the same. It has the same chassis as its Spanish sister, the Seat Ibiza. So this car is a pretty good, comfortable and practical car for the everyday life. But the young people are not the only target for the new VW Polo. Well, for keeping the parents relaxed while their kids are out on the roads, the car has plenty of driving assistance and safety systems and features, like the automatic braking system, and also option you can request the blind spot sensor on the side mirrors. But let's say you don't drive your car so often, so you're not so good in parking. Well, the Polo can assist you with the Park Pilot, which is a system that merges the various parts of the car thanks to the front and back parking sensors, merging it in a silhouette seen from above here on the infotainment display, and helps you with the narrow spaces of a parking space. On request also you can have as an option the automatic parking system. Prices for the new Volkswagen Polo start at about 13,600 euros. This version was the Comfort line, which prices start at about 15,500. But let's say you want a more rich version with a couple more optionals, you can easily reach the price of about 20k euros. Well, the new Polo is a car thought for the youngsters who live in the city and have to drive among various narrow roads and parking spaces. This car is still a very practical 5-door car. So let us know your comments below, about the car and our test drive in English, and tell us if you want more English test drives. Give us a like and share this video on the various social platforms if you liked it, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming videos.